What's up, Perry County? This is Connor Tennant here on the set of the Perry County podcast. It's a new weekly show we're going to be making. I'm just going to be sitting down talking to people from Perry County, maybe outside of Perry County, get some views on some different other stuff. And the set looks a little empty right now. I'm going to bring on and introduce y'all to the co-host of the show. I'm the host, Connor Tennant. This is Andrew Finn and Trenton Bates, the co-hosts.
What's up, man?
What's up?
How's it going, bro?
You ready to talk about stuff?
Yes, sir.
We getting long.
Yes, sir.
All right. So these are the co-hosts. Every week, whenever we put out an episode, one of these two will be on. Hopefully, most of the time, both of them will be on. Just depends on the guests and the topics. So, yeah. What do you think about this?
I think it's gonna go good.
I think it will too.
There could be something here for sure.
Most definitely.
There could be something here for sure.
I think there's a lot of topics that we can cover. A lot of different things we can talk about that people want to hear.
Yeah, I think so too. And if you don't want to hear it, it's cool.
Is there going to be a lot of random BS? For sure.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely some random BS.
Yeah.
This is the Perry County podcast.
It is the Perry County podcast.
But then again, at the same time, it wouldn't be that fun without.
Yeah, you ain't lying. We've just had a special guest come in. I don't know if he'll come on the camera before I even introduced our real guest. We've got Kevin Tennant live on set, not live on tape. Not yet.
Not yet.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day.
Let me introduce our real guest. Give it for Tristan the Priest. What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Dude, I remember when you was a kid, like this tall, armpit hair down here.
Those were the days. Those were the days.
Those were the
like
days.
the third grade.
Yeah, like back in Louisville. His mom taught me math.
Yep.
Give me homework.
She taught us math and science.
If Kelly the Priest is listening to this, I just wanted to know I definitely have not forgotten about having homework every single night in third grade for math.
Every single night. But however, I do remember the Continent song.
Really? You want to sing it for us?
No.
Oh, all right. Come on, let's hear it.
No.
Do you know how to count, at least?
Yes, I can count. I'm good with
can get
numbers.
to-
She taught me numbers. But
I get to about
that's
5. I'm doing okay so far.
Oh, well, speaking of homework, did she, when you was in her class, did she give you that much homework?
Every night.
Every night. That's horrible. You think with her being a parent, she would not do that? Because I know Kevin Tennant hates homework.
That's a good
And I
story.
think Miss Kelly the Priest actually made him hate homework.
What she did?
Well, she gave it to me every single night.
Ah.
And being a little kid, and still to this day, I'm a bit goofy in the head. So when it comes to homework, it's just not my strong suit, or school in general.
yeah.
Not very strong.
But this kid here, these two kids sitting next to me, smart geniuses. Oh my gosh.
Well, considering I passed you and about 4 other people from the 7th grade onwards, I'd say so.
Yeah, Trenton's the reason I got through math from 7th grade to where I am. I ain't got math with them this next semester. What I'm gonna do?
Yeah. What do you have? 4th block?
Yeah,
5th block?
I think 5th or 6th. I think I got Ben.
Well, I got it during lunch block, which
Really?
means yeah. Or maybe it's the block afterwards, which means I can just give you my notes and stuff. You can take them.
Screw notes. I need answers.
Yeah, we need answers straight up.
But
No, all it is packets and stuff.
really,
Yeah, that's all it is.
is it bridge math or is that what you got?
Bridge math. Yep.
I think that's what I got.
Well,
No.
yeah, you've got bridge math.
I can cover my own. I'm sure it won't be that hard.
Yeah, I hope so. Because I got it with him. Hope he
yeah.
can cover his own. Which I've heard bridge math ain't as bad as other maths.
But Ben's teaching it this year. It was Walker.
He's
Now,
teaching
Ben is
seniors
a little-
and freshmen and
No,
sophomores?
no, he doesn't teach freshmen no more. Clifton teaches.
That's right.
Clifton teaches
can-
freshmen. Ben does sophomores and seniors.
Yo, RIP Miss Spence though, for real.
Yeah.
She's straight out that thing. She's gone.
I remember when somebody let a cat out of a backpack in her classroom.
That was
It
an
went
adventure to say
berserk.
the least.
That cat went berserk.
This her husband owned Cedar Creek Outfitters. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
yeah, she
Yeah.
talked about it all the time. But it's
Yeah,
never
what-
open anymore.
No,
No.
Did he close it down?
No, he doesn't sell guns no more. He only does repairs.
Really?
Yeah, he does like refurbishment stuff like that.
Really?
Yeah,
Does he have a shooting range behind it? Because there's
Yeah.
a long field.
yeah. It's a shooting range. He also used to do your carry permit whenever you had to have a carry permit.
Really?
Yeah,
That's crazy. I wonder what he had to go through to get those certifications to do that.
Uh,
Because don't you have to have something? Because like I know with the boxing stuff, like to make like real profit off of it, you got to have like a license through the TSRA, the sports thing.
Ace is licensed to sell guns. I'm sure I could get those answers somewhere for another.
we could come
For
up with
another
those.
podcast.
We could answer those questions.
Yeah,
We could answer those
I mean, that'd
questions.
be pretty cool if y'all get that for me.
What's this boxing thing you're talking about?
Oh, I mean,
Tristan,
don't
you ain't
already
gonna
know.
you ain't gonna act like you don't know about it, man.
I mean, you're literally
Come on.
on my roster of fighters, kid. But I mean, let's talk about that though. Trent, you got any post-fight thoughts?
Keep your head up a little more.
I mean, you took the cleanest uppercut I've ever seen thrown.
I ate that shit like shrimp fried rice.
You ain't lying. I watched the blood come out of your nose all over my gloves, all over your pants, and all over the ground.
Don't worry, it wasn't just the ground in my pants. It was on my boots, my shirt, my face. I swallowed a good chunk of it.
Oh.
Oh, God. Yeah, and then you kept going third round. I asked you if you wanted to go. You said, hell, it won't kill me.
Yeah, that was my words because it wasn't going to kill me. Now,
Yeah.
would I have regretted it the next day? Most definitely.
Did you regret it the next day?
No, not at all.
I just wish I could have got this kid a fight. Nobody would fight him.
However, I did have to reset my nose that Saturday night.
Oh.
You pick it up, put it back into place.
No, it was like up and over a little bit, and I just had to yank down on it really hard. Yeah.
Did it feel good?
No. Mm-mm.
That is awful.
You know, I hear that Ellis and Andrew fight was a pretty good one.
Yeah, I was about to move on to that. I was talking about
Yeah.
Tristan. I really wish I could have got him a
That
fight.
that was a solid one.
But Andrew versus Ellis, dude, I'm telling you. he
However,
won that fight.
y'all called it a draw.
Yeah, everybody was saying it was a draw, but I really want
and
to say
I
Andrew.
honestly,
You
I
rewatch
honestly
the
think you won
videos.
it. Me and you broke them down in slow mo.
Yeah, you rewatch them in slow mo if you want to count the hits. But if you just watch the videos, you see this kid clearly won.
Yeah, I mean, hits were more clean. They were more accurate. Wasn't moving around a whole lot. The defense wasn't really there.
There's no defense.
There was no defense that entire
He
match.
threw a punch, and I swear he would have took Ellis's head off. Ellis would have been laying on the ground, and his head would have been in that brush pile.
Would have
You
been
can't tell
about
me
like
different.
that time you backhanded Ellis with your wrist out there.
Yeah, he fell over from that, didn't he?
Yeah, Dallas Troll has a video of that and showed it to Weston and Clinton.
Really, Dallas?
Yes.
I love
Dallas
Dallas.
still has that video.
Dallas is a good guy, for real. I'd love to have him come on here. There ain't no way we could get Dallas.
I don't know. Dallas probably wouldn't be that hard to.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
You could probably talk her into it,
Give him some gas
to
money.
be honest.
I was about to say, give him some gas money or
Give him some beer money, I mean.
yeah, gas money, beer money. It's the same thing at
Yeah.
this point.
I hear there was bets being placed.
Yeah, Dallas texted me before, like a day or two before Andrew and Ellis, and he said, I think he said $50 on Andrew.
Dang.
Somebody else said 25 on Andrew. I forget who it was, but they said 25.
That was Gunner.
Oh yeah, Gunner.
Did they ever play
Baker or Bradford?
Bradford.
Bradford?
He texted him out of nowhere.
25, brother.
25. He would have made $75 off that, actually, to put it. Well, no, I guess they would have just been betting against somebody else.
No, I was about to say there would have had to have been somebody else betting on Ellis.
Yeah. Which, I mean, who's going to do
Emma.
that? She makes her money. I want to see Emma and Cadence.
Oh my god, me too.
Emma and Cadence would have been a really good fight.
Dude,
I tell
Abby
you what,
rocked Cadence, bro.
because Cadence done some stupid swing with both hands. Abby just leaned back, cocked one back, and
Y'all were telling her, wait until the second round to go out. Don't waste all your energy in the first round. And I went over there and I said, Abby, give everything you got. There ain't going to be no second round. And what happened?
Abby rocked Cadence's world.
She didn't hold back.
And then Cadence didn't go a second round.
No. Did she end up crying in her car?
Yep.
Well, I think she got thrown off, honestly. I think Cadence was expecting another similar boxing match to what her and Lily's was.
I think
Yeah,
so.
because
Lily and her were just punching each other back and forth just like that. And then Abby got in there
Abby
and
just
Abby threw a grown man punch.
I was about to say, she cocked that one back like she had some meaning behind it.
Oh, she definitely did.
Oh, she definitely
Yeah, she
definitely
really
had
did,
some
huh?
meaning behind it. She had a grudge. She definitely was a grudge there.
Yeah, maybe some Camp Linden stuff.
You know, she smiled.
How
Yeah.
y'all feel about Cam Linden?
Speaking of Camp Linden, before I open my opinion on Camp Linden, you see them shirts laying there?
You talking about these?
Yeah, happy birthday, man.
Oh, bro, thanks.
There's some long sleeves, it's getting cold out. Some from the Legend. That was probably going to be big on you, but...
I have
that
a
other
question,
one-
Connor. What size are those shirts?
That one is an extra large, and the other one is a large. I don't know where it came from. My mom found it.
Perfect, thanks.
Yeah, man.
It smells just like
Asshole.
Like pee.
Take you a whiff of that.
All right, let's...
Somebody else?
No, I'm good.
So you said Camp Linden?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
You're still working
Well,
there.
let's go ahead and preface
Yeah.
this real quick. I'm the only one on the podcast right now with no backstory with Camp Linden.
You're missing out.
Yeah, you are missing out on experience, to say
Honest-
the least. You're working for the Mennonites and
I
not
was
the
about to
Baptists.
say, I work for the Mennonites, and I believe they're just as bad as the Baptists.
I don't know.
Go work for the TBMB.
Mm-mm.
Get you a handful of it.
I'm good.
My time with them dates all the way back to the 1980s when my grandmother started there, and then my mother, and then my uncle, and now me. But I left that place because you know what I am? Smart. That's what I am.
Yeah.
You got one of the things in here
Andrew-
called a brain.
Andrew Bell, our second year in, left me.
As soon as a man by the name of Jimmy Tucker came along.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy, he has something wrong with me. He just is completely against giving me a raise.
You know, but Steve Clark.
Yeah,
shut
it
up.
seemed like that was the thing the whole time whenever I was there. It's just like there was a vendetta. I mean, I don't know.
There's all this money going around, but none of it's to the workers.
Dude, they spent like, what was it, over $1 million on these new, they're going to spend to build these new
Yeah,
buildings.
it's like
Like $300K a piece.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And there's 4 or 5 of them, and they just spent $800,000 on other bills.
Say they build 4 of those buildings, that's $1.2 million. But yet, then at the same time, they're not
building 5.
They're building 5. That's
5 buildings.
$1.5 million.
$1.5 million.
Yes.
All right,
And
and
they can't give this kid a dollar raise.
I was about to say they're not going to hire more workers, and they're going to expect more work out of their workers.
Which they do, but they got a horrible staff right now.
I'm fine with extra work. It's
So they've
just
got all these
paid.
people, and the money
But you make
originally comes from people.
Make your money
People
in
that aren't
overtime.
working, going
Oh,
to
yeah.
churches.
He makes his money in overtime, though. That's what we were told. But you got to work 40 hours to get there.
And you know what? They take advantage of him being in school, which means he doesn't get to work till 3 o'clock.
Yep.
And the latest he can work till is what?
Dark.
I was
Really.
about to say,
Unless he's in the kitchen.
you can work till dark.
How is kitchen now?
Same thing it used to be.
Dude, you don't even know the half of it. Audrey kid, when she cooked, she would burn everything. I love Audrey to death, dude. Swear, she's a good person, but
Good person.
oh my gosh, dude, she could not cook for nothing. Could save her life, dude. She would burn everything. How do you burn a pot of cheese?
I guess
cheese.
Cadence is the new Audrey.
Yeah,
She had to get,
Can she cook worth a fuck?
not really. She had to get Ashley Tucker to make the meatloaf today.
oh wow,
Jimmy would not let her make it, so
Wow.
he had to get his own wife to.
that's funny.
Whoa,
so is
wait,
Jolie
wait,
cooking now?
She's in training still, I think, but I think she's gonna be on the roster.
So you're telling me that Cadence can't cook meatloaf?
No,
Of all things that she can't cook, meatloaf.
Meatloaf?
last week it had to be Kaz to make it.
It's ground beef, breadcrumbs, eggs. If you want to put ketchup in it, you can put ketchup in it, and some diced onions.
Wow, that's a really hard recipe right there.
Yeah, put it in a bowl, stir it
I
up.
was about to say, you mix it with your hands, you lay it out, and you put it in the oven.
Yeah, and they got the temp checks down there. It's literally the easiest thing ever. You stick it in
Yeah.
there, 165, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then it's done. Anything down there, stick it in there, 165, done.
Okay, so
Except
that
for
means-
rolls, but I mean, you can eyeball rolls and
I was about
biscuits.
to say,
If you can't cook rolls and biscuits, you shouldn't be cooking.
No.
Yeah.
Shout out most of the people down there, by the way.
Yeah, but see, like, the thing is, though, is if they're cooking everything to 165, the only thing that needs to go to 165
It's
is
chicken.
chicken and fish.
Well,
And
you gotta think.
really and truly, fish doesn't have to go to 165.
Nah.
So that means that pork is overcooked.
Yep.
Beef is overcooked.
Yeah.
And in their heads, they're like, oh, better than being undercooked.
Yeah.
Well, if it's overcooked, it's not good.
I was
Yeah.
about to say, no.
But I mean, you can't expect nothing good. It's like school lunch. You go on the school
Pretty
lunch
much.
line. What are you expecting? School lunch. You go
Well,
into
well
the
no, I
dining
go
hall?
I go into school lunch expecting it to be undercooked because most of the time it's still cold in the middle.
What lunch do you got?
Second,
Second lunch? And it's
Yes.
that bad?
Yes.
I figured first lunch would be bad.
No,
Nah.
no.
I got first lunch. It's
First lunch is
amazing.
first lunch is fine.
Third lunch is what y'all don't eat.
I was about to say,
I want y'all to know that. Every day. What y'all don't eat, that's what we get.
That's right.
and
I
y'all
last
run
year.
out. Y'all run out
Oh, every time.
every time.
Good
And
thing I'm always front of the line.
see, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it now. I don't even eat lunch at school. I don't.
I don't blame you. It's money. It's so much money, dude.
It's okay. What about $6 a day if you get a drink and lunch?
I'm daddy's money when it comes to school lunch. And I still hate spending it.
Yeah, I was about to say it's $6 a day for a meal that does not fill you up whatsoever.
No, not at all.
I was about to say you have to quite literally be anorexic for it to fill you up.
Yeah.
And I get that that's a touchy subject in itself, but you have to be for that to fill you
Yeah,
up.
you ain't lying.
And then at the same time, you're overpaying for food that doesn't taste worth $6.
Like if they just let you out and you walked across the street to Andy's He could hook you up with the same price and fill you up.
No. Andy could give you 6 chicken strips, some honey mustard, and a extra sweet Milo sweet tea.
And you'd be carrying that extra chicken strip and a half into the next block.
Yeah. And then on the way to work, whenever I leave during 6 block, you guess what? I'm going to be snacking on a chicken strip.
Just be snacking on it.
Snacking on a chicken strip and a half, going to work.
Going back to that raise topic, I guess we got another raise.
Who?
Maddie Kelly.
Maddie Kelly got another raise from 13. That's crazy.
And what are you getting paid?
$8.15.
You care? Yeah, you don't care to share that? $8.15 an hour. Best worker Camp Lindon's ever seen. Yeah,
Second best worker Camp Lindon's ever seen.
Well, if you're not a good teacher, then.
Well, yeah.
Let me tell you, I raised this kid. I forgot he existed. I remember seeing him running around like this in Lovell. We graduated Lovell. Never thought another thing about him. Here comes this little kid. He ain't even as big as he is right now. He's a little smaller version of himself. He comes up. I'm like, that's Tristan the priest coming to work at Camp Lindon. Me and him worked a maintenance shift, and then I went on my little sabbatical from camp.
Yeah.
You poor soul.
I mean, I was still on payroll or whatever, but I was working at Village.
I was about to say you were making more money at Village.
I literally was making more money at Village. That's how pitiful that is.
I was about to say it's bad when you can make more as a cook at a restaurant. Working.
Literally slapping pizzas out like this for like 5 hours.
Yeah.
That's
Get paid more than digging ditches, cutting grass in like the 110-degree heat. And that's before I could even mow.
I did because Ace Hardware pays me more.
Yeah.
And they're better. It's a better work environment.
I was about to say.
What's the pay down there?
I get paid 10 an
Rich.
hour. I do a little contracting gig on the side. Me and this guy right here,
Yeah.
TNF contracting.
TNF contracting, man.
Mm-hmm.
I know you've heard of it.
That's 40 an hour.
Can't ever shut up about it.
Right there.
We get 20 an hour. We charge 40 an hour. Obviously, anybody watching anything built or fixed, obviously.
I can do small jobs. I'll bid you a small job. But, most of the time you go in these houses, you just charge an hourly wage. It's easier that way. If you're trying to get started, that's what I recommend, doing an hourly wage.
Yeah, that's definitely a good way to start something. It's just
That's
hourly wage.
You're not fooling with the paperwork part of it. You're not fooling with the budget on that end.
Especially if you're doing it by yourself, too.
Right.
Because, say you're only trying to charge $10 an hour for something. That's not much for somebody. But if it's something big, and you got 2 people coming in, obviously it's going to cost a lot.
I was about to say, because then you have to feed 2 people. You have to drive 2 vehicles.
You've got drive time. You got to feed them. You're
No.
going to want to be paid for that.
Most of the time we can drive down there together.
Yeah.
We'll ride with each other. But that one day, we had all the tools with us, and it was raining. So all of them had to be inside his Ford Ranger. So I just drove my truck down there, which, I don't care. It was in Featherfoot, which is like a gated community in Parsons.
Yeah.
Like right outside of Parsons. It was pretty nice down there, to be honest with you.
Gorgeous
It was
property.
like, they had the river ran through there.
Mhm.
Beach River.
Yeah.
They pumped out. We went down there for another job to check it out, and they pumped out all that water. It was just dry down there. They left the main channel of that river, but that's it. The rest of it, that looked like a big lake, pumped it all out.
A lot of times they will do that.
It's beautiful whenever the water is still a good place.
See, it's
Now it's
rainy
just like
season
moonshine.
right now. They don't want to leave that water in there. That's risk for the housing.
Yeah,
And I'll tell you what, flood insurance is one of the most expensive things on planet Earth. It's $700 a month.
yeah.
I know a guy who he pays on flood insurance. He has a creek run through his house.
Yeah.
He pays flood insurance every year. Yearly amount $10,000.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
Talking about Trent Roberts, that wedding today, crazy.
It was insane, honestly.
It was good. That venue is beautiful.
Old Top Notch taught me everything I know.
Yeah, he's who got Andrew into it, basically.
Mm-hmm.
He's the guy.
And then here I am, a recent reject of Camp Lindon because I decided I needed more in my life than.
I didn't know they had venues like that around here.
Yeah, David Young, beautiful venue.
No, there's quite a few venues, and I'll tell you what, you can talk to a lot of the people that just own a lot of land. They'll let you use their land most of the time.
I tell you a pretty place to do. Whenever Carol Elmore took my senior pictures, that field, she had that big old hill on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be a beautiful place.
You know that little barn they got where they keep their stock trailers, stuff like that? That's where Elizabeth and Tyler done their wedding.
That'd be
and that
beautiful.
wedding turned out absolutely amazing.
Imagine crawling past the raccoon poop in your dress to kiss your husband in the top of the loft. That would have been amazing. And just rat poop. Not rat, raccoon crap just falling out. It'd be a white wedding for sure.
It sure would.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We a white trash wedding.
I'll tell you something funny that we did, Justin, whenever we went there. We had Brittany's phone because her phone was the one playing the music.
We were the
Yeah,
DJs.
and them two idiots, I got handed the phone because Taylor Qualls knew me, so she handed it to me. And then I tried to hand it off because I didn't want to be the idiot entrusted with their special day.
Mm-hmm.
And then I tried to hand it off to one of them two, and them two do this shit right here. They go and act like they're deaf and can't hear me. So then I played the music the whole time, hoping and praying to Jesus that I didn't misclick, and then I was shaking like a crack addict who hadn't had crack in a week.
Dude, I'm telling you, his kid's legs were going crazy. You could tell there was something running through him. He was scared.
Like, this right here was about a quarter of the speed I was going.
I mean, talk about a moment to screw up, though.
Oh, my goodness.
If I was Trent, I would kill you.
Oh, easily. I would kill somebody.
Like, I would pay somebody and you would be gone.
No,
No
I wouldn't even pay somebody. I would do it myself, and I would make sure you knew it happened.
Does Trent have any kids?
Yeah.
Yes,
he
yes,
does.
too. Kanan and Parker.
He's got 3.
Oh, he
Well,
got 3?
Yeah,
Who's his
he's got
yeah,
an older
third
son.
one's older. Yeah.
How old is his oldest son? Like 20,
Yeah, like
23?
22, 23, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
Trent's
that.
a good guy, dude. I love him to death.
His little grandchild, all bless her heart, she's the cutest little thing I've ever seen.
Yeah, that's crazy. But I took Brittany's phone and I got on Snapchat and it took me a nice little video, as I like to do. I said, anybody got some wedding predictions? Is it going good or bad? Andrew, he said it's going to go good or bad. Trent says it's going to go good. I said it's going to go good. And I posted it on a story.
So
Did it
whoever
end up
she's...
going good?
It didn't
Yeah,
no,
it
no,
went
no.
great. It went great.
Trent laid a fat kiss on her. And then
I honestly thought Trent was going to cry.
they walked out
I did
to
too.
that song from Trolls.
No, it was I Got a Feeling by Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
you should see Tucker. Everybody walked out dancing. Tucker's just standing there straight face. Lily's trying to dance, have a good time. There's Tucker just killing the vibe.
Yeah,
like-
I was about to say Tucker was not in it at the time. He was more worried about the Georgia-Tennessee game. Speaking of
Speaking of, what
Georgia,
happened?
Tennessee beat themselves. That's exactly what happened. By no means am I a Tennessee fan. By no means am I a Tennessee fan.
This kid's an Alabama fan.
I am.
Oh,
Bandwagon lead.
I'm an Alabama fan. Who's driving to Alabama then? You told me to drive to there 45. Yeah, he's I'm sorry, but nothing against the entire race or religion or Judaism. But I don't like Jews. I don't like Jews.
What?
It's a Jew. I don't like Jews. Thank you. Just want to go ahead and say I'm Aryan, bitch. But I'll tell you what. See, let's talk about that Hitler subject real quick. Hitler absolutely hated Jews, but he was more like a Jew. And I honestly believe that's what started
That's
a lot
what
of
kicked it off. Dang, I didn't get in college. Time to go kill the whole race. It's right here.
Yeah, he had
On the sniper game, bro, you can see him. Crazy.
Yeah, no, and one of the side missions in that, like, to get an achievement in that game was to kill Hitler by shooting him in his one nut.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that's
Did they
crazy.
like explode?
Yes, no, like
Dude folds,
you,
bro.
you use a full metal jacket bullet, and as soon as it hit, it had a, I forget exactly what you call it, but like the bullet would split immediately whenever it hit skin, and it just exploded. I mean, destroyed his singular nut. Hit arteries in his thighs, hit like his main artery in his thigh. It went up into his stomach. It destroyed all kinds of shit. It was the most hilarious mission I have ever
What
played
game
in
is this?
Sniper Elite.
Sniper Elite 4?
No,
5?
3.
3, okay. I'll tell you what he's describing is the amount of pain I felt when I jumped off that balcony.
Yeah, let's talk about that, Connor.
Yeah.
Have you got the feeling back in your leg at all?
No.
You care to show us?
It's still numb. Dude, like, look at this. I still got this line right here. It's kind of going away a little bit. It's from the beads. My leg is numb.
That's a scar. That is not a line.
It's just a line.
I just got this random line on my leg.
But,
Dog, that's a scar. It's
Well,
not
him
a
and-
line.
Him and Jackson landed it perfectly.
Okay, but see, you gotta think. Jackson is 6'4".
Let me
His
set the
weight
scene.
is spread out.
Let me set the scene
And he
for you,
weighs
right?
about 180. Treston is 6 foot even, 6'1" maybe. His weight's spread out, and you weigh what? About
Like 160,
170?
Yeah.
At the time, you probably weighed about 160 because it was midsummer.
Yeah, before we start working out.
And see,
Get them gains.
whenever they hit, they spread their weight out. Whenever you hit, you put all your weight in one spot.
Look, let me set the
and
scene for you.
springboard it.
Let me set my argument, alright? We laid out 40 mattresses. They're all on the bottom. They're piled up about halfway. It doesn't look that big of a jump from the ground. But when you get up on that balcony, dude, it looks like you're looking down from the top of the Empire State Building. Well,
It was like jumping off.
I jumped off. My body just shut off. I couldn't land on my butt because my knees were down and my body just locked up. And I realized I could never make it as like Spider-Man because you see me swinging just locked up and I'd hit the side of a building and die. Well, I jumped off, landed on my knees, got springboarded across the lobby of this hotel.
And you're looking at an $120,000 window.
Yeah, I thought I was going through it.
Me too.
No, whenever I watched that video, I was like, oh my god.
Everything was in slow motion. I thought I was going through that window, but I smacked the corner of the wall and landed on that chair. Brand new chair that I just bought. Hit them beads with my legs. I was wearing shorts because we changed out of my jeans.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's awful. At least I said Boca Boyka 619 before I jumped off, Rey Mysterio style, and then I flew into the wall.
Yeah,
Dude, I'll tell you-
you Rey Mysterio styled it all right
Oh,
because
yeah.
that's why he's not in
Yeah.
WWE no more. Hey, no, speaking of WWE, Logan Paul fights Roman Reigns.
Oh, he already did. I don't know if he won.
No way.
No,
Did
they
he?
are at different time over there. It was like 11 o'clock today.
No.
Yeah,
Did we
I'm gonna
miss
see. I'll see who won.
That is wild. Logan's in the WWE, Jake's
Yes.
boxing. Like, what's
I was
going
about to say,
on?
Yeah,
Jake's-
the world's
Jake-
going crazy, man.
But see, the thing is you got to think they started about where we're at right now.
They sure did. Some of
They
them
were
just a
about
couple
they were
of high
about our
boys.
age, 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And this was back on Vine.
Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah, whenever Vine, like I never even had Vine. My dad did, but I never watched Vine, so I didn't know who Logan Paul was until.
See, my
After its
mom
controversy.
had Vine on my iPod for some reason. She downloaded Vine on my iPod. And I used to just sit there and like scroll through, just because I found it funny. And now that I really think back about it, I watched Logan and Jake.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns won, didn't he?
Roman Reigns won. I don't know how. If I had to guess, Jake was there. They probably brought Jake in because that's how WWE does stuff, though.
Yeah.
Like they probably brought him in and cause Logan to lose the match.
Probably.
Which honestly, you put them two together, who's winning? Roman Reigns.
I was about to say,
Roman Reigns towers everybody. He's huge.
Roman Reigns is what, 6'7", 6'8", something
Dude,
like that.
When I used to watch the WWE all the time, I hated Roman Reigns.
But see,
I love the
that's when he
Shield,
was heel.
but I hated
That's
Roman
when he was
Reigns.
heel. That was
Yeah.
before he was,
The tribal chief.
yeah.
That's who he is now.
That's right.
Acknowledge him. You gotta acknowledge him now. I mean, he just beat social media's like biggest influencer.
I was about to say he beat one of the biggest influencers that we'll ever see in our lifetime.
Well, I mean, come on, PewDiePie.
Yeah, I'm saying like person to person influencer, real life influencer
Yeah, I'd say so.
that didn't get his name from a game or anything of the sort.
What are you trying to say about PewDiePie?
I'm not saying anything about PewDiePie.
I'm literally rocking the case right now.
I was about to say,
How's it going, bros?
I've watched plenty of PewDiePie in my life. However, I will say I was always more of a fan of Mark and Jack.
Fair enough. I respect for Mark. Jack's annoying, but I mean, we all went through that phase, right?
I was about to say, everybody watched Jack for a solid while. And I'll tell you what, I didn't really get into Jack. Like, I didn't like him whenever he was I said I didn't like him. I didn't like
His
him
peak
as
was
much.
when he had green hair. That was his peak.
See, whenever he dropped the green hair and he went back to just being his old normal self, he started playing like gameplay, like just play through games.
Yeah.
And I'd always had a sweet spot for like playthrough games.
Yep.
I always watched
Trent got a
playthroughs
sweet
more.
spot.
Trent's got a few sweet spots.
Oh yeah. What's your sweet spots?
We're not gonna get into that.
Did y'all ever watch Coyote Peterson?
Coyote Peterson,
Yeah.
yes.
Dude.
Look, the
That
Sting.
guy's crazy.
Legend.
The Stings. Did you ever watch any of those? Like
Yes.
him going through the pyramid of Stings and
Yes.
stuff?
Sting. Oh yeah.
Yeah, like where he got stung. He started out with.
Is he still making videos?
Yes.
Didn't he just like put a video up of a snake just biting his arm? He's like, it's not poisonous.
Yeah.
Yeah, he don't even care.
That's crazy. You could not pay me to do that. Actually, yeah, you could.
I was about to
You
say.
can pay me to do anything.
I was about to say, if there's enough money, you can pay me to do absolutely anything. But honestly, you know, a lot of people say like their favorite video by Coyote was the bullet ant. Don't get me wrong, a bullet ant's cool and all. But like, did y'all ever watch the tarantula hawk one?
Yes.
Have you seen how big of a tarantula hawk
Heck
is?
no. Heck no.
It's the same size as your head.
I know, it's crazy.
I'll tell you that right now. If I see one of them things, you better bet I'm burning down everything. I don't care if it's my house.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a safe with $1 million in it. I'm burning it all down.
Go up in my house. No, flamethrower. That's what I'm doing. No, actually.
He's going in there like World War II trenches style.
Yeah, like, no, I'm going to set about 1,000 pounds of tannerite on my front porch and blow that bitch to the moon.
I look outside. How's the weather today? Oh God, there's Trent's house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and considering I live on the far side of this county, that house would be sitting in your front yard.
Yeah, I know. You
Yeah.
blow it over. You blow over Pineview, Linden. It'll land right in my front yard.
It'd go over Rome's Creek, Pine View.
I'd go in and say, "What's
Palm
up, Todd?"
Street.
Yeah, it'd be really good if it just all pieced back together and they're Todd is sitting on the porch.
Yeah, no. Todd's just sitting in the recliner and watching a football game.
Yeah.
You brought the satellite and everything with you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I promise you, there would be a crater in the ground. Like, a good chunk of Crooked Creek's going to go
I
poop.
bet JR would be smiling.
No, I'd make sure I blew him up too.
Well, why do you hate him so much? Everybody hates JR.
He's just a low down.
He's a scumbag.
You scumbag. I mean, honestly,
He cuts his own fence.
yeah,
right?
he cuts his own fence. So like our biggest field, like a place where we store a good chunk of our hay, we just line it up side the road about 3 wide, and then we go, because this field's probably 240 yards long, 250 yards long, something like that. And we can line our bales up. We'll go about 3 wide, and we'll line them up down the side of the road. Well, his fence butts up to that field in the woods right there.
Yeah, I know
And
what you're talking about.
he'll accuse us of cutting his fence. But you got to think at it like, if you think at it like this, why would we cut the fence that way? Your cows that he does not feed, they're malnourished, they have worms, they have all kinds of diseases. And same with whenever he used to have hogs. His dogs are the same way. His chickens are the same way. At one point, he had a horse. I don't know if he still got that thing.
I think he ate it.
There's a good possibility. I mean, his whole property's just junked up with old cars, old trailers, tractors, all kinds of stuff. Everybody knows he's a drug addict. Nobody knows his last name. Nobody knows.
What's his full name? Like, what's his name?
JR.
Just JR.
That's all anybody knows.
Really? Yeah, Bryce said he like lives right across from him now. Bryce said
Yeah, Bryce, like, if Bryce crosses the creek that's behind his house, that
Bryce
runs
said he'd
into
light
JR.
up his cows if they got out in his yard.
No.
Bryce said he would light them up.
He will. Bryce will. Light them
We've
up.
done the same. Like, whenever he used to have hogs, they got on where we got a
Shot
small
them.
field right there that we would put some corn in. Like, we just
Yeah.
row cropped a little corn because we always set that aside for like that was our corn. That wasn't the corn that we would feed the cows.
Yeah.
Well, his hogs, they'll get in there and they'll run their nose up under it and they'll cut off they'll get just what they want of it, and then they'll just leave like the toppings. It's like they'll leave the grass, the stalk, stuff like that, and they'll get like just the seed. And they done that. We had like 20 rows of corn out. They done it to all 20 rows. So one day, my granddad and my uncle, they went down there with shotguns, took the plugs out of them. They had like 4 shotguns and just lit them some bitches up.
But that's a mess.
No. because you got to realize how thick a boar's skin is. Because at that point they were
I'm
just wild
saying
hogs.
having to move the damn hogs.
No, like their skin's so thick that they didn't die right there on the spot. They would run about 150
Just shoot them
yards.
away. It's like shooting a dog with a BB gun.
No, like it killed them. It's just they'd run about 150 yards. Like from me to you could put one in, and it'd run about 100 yards, and then it'd die.
Yeah, they should have went out there with katanas.
That would be fun.
Could you imagine Todd swinging a katana?
Yes,
You know how scary that would be?
I would pay to see it.
He would need a 6-foot katana.
I'd love it. I'd watch every minute of it.
Yeah, I would too. I would pay to see that, honestly.
Yeah, like I said, I'd literally pay to see that. Todd McKeag swinging a katana.
A 6-foot tall katana.
Yeah. He stands up, it's taller than him.
No, he's about 6'2".
I just need to know what I need to beat.
He's a big man.
I just need to
Very big man. He's 6'2", weighs in about 245.
Yeah, but he's not like big. He's like in shape too. So,
Todd's had a few beer here and there.
well,
But you gotta love him. I remember the first time I ever went out and ate with y'all. It was for one of your birthdays.
No, it wasn't for my birthday. That wasn't what it was. It was whenever I graduated. No, you're right. It was my
It was
birthday.
for your birthday.
Because that was what, summer after 6th grade year, right before
Yeah.
7th grade?
Yeah, we went to Jen's. And
Yeah.
before we even got there, like before he even got there, like we got there before him, he was on his way. They seen us, they seen your Nana and you. They had a pitcher of beer waiting out for Todd.
Yeah.
And he drank about 2 pitchers.
It was him, Jake, and
I think that's about it.
Kevin.
Oh,
Him,
yeah.
Jake, and Kevin. They went through 2 pitchers of beer. Yeah.
I'll tell you a guy who is a monster. If he goes up in the gym like he used to. You ever seen Jeff Tatum?
Dude, Jeff Tatum's
Oh,
crazy.
yeah.
Love his kids to death, though.
His
Oh,
kids
yeah.
are great.
He's a great guy himself.
Choppa and Jackson.
Yeah. And I'll tell you what, I've known them both a really long time. Both of them, or Jackson used to play baseball with my older cousin, and Jordan's just a year older than us.
Me and Jordan used to play T-ball together. Me, Totten, Jordan, Carter Counterman, all them.
Yeah.
Used to be on the same T-ball team.
For the, one season you played T-ball?
And I played T-ball for a while, but there was the team that was like in our peak. We was pretty good that year. Now that last year, I shouldn't have been playing. I never hit a ball until my last strike on the last game. Knocked it out of the field though.
Yeah.
Home run?
Home run.
That's always been Connor's thing.
I ain't never hit a home run in my life, and I played baseball for 8 seasons.
Well,
I
you
played
probably hit the
same-
ball a lot more than
same.
I did.
Yeah.
I
They
played
signed me
baseball.
up for T-ball, but we get out there and we're playing baseball. Grown men are pitching it to us. And I'm like, this big. I remember they threw the hardest pitch I've ever got thrown in my life right in the hand.
Yeah.
I've had some balls hit me somewhere.
I've
Many
had a few.
places.
I've had a bat hit me. Actually, broke my wrist.
I tell you, see where my birthday falls with the way that TSSAA plays. Where my birthday falls, I play 3 years in a 2-year league, and I play 4 years in a 3-year league. It always sucked because I would one season I would play up, and then
I always
the
played
next-
with kids older than me.
See, I always played with kids older than me the first season, then the second and third season of a 2-year league, I would play with kids that were a year younger than me.
You get Trenton out there and he looks like a giant compared to the other kids.
I remember playing baseball with Trenton back in like 5th grade and
That was what, your 5th grade year?
5th and 6th.
Yeah, your 5th and 6th grade year.
Was that Lowell?
Yeah, that was at Lowell.
Who was
It
y'all's coach then?
Ellis, his
Sammy,
dad,
his
stepdad.
granddad.
It was his granddad.
Yeah,
Sammy.
his stepdad too. Wasn't
No, Dustin didn't help. That was my dad. Jug helped.
Somebody's dad.
Somebody's dad.
Somebody's dad.
Except, if I sucked as bad as some of the people on that team sucked, Jug would have been like, you can sit your ass on the pine pony.
Yeah, literally. Jug's pretty chill though. Me and him went floating together. He's my floating buddy. We waited for Trenton and Jericho to come back and pick up the kayaks. Me and Jug sat there and didn't say a dang word to each other. I'm telling you, we didn't say a single word. Just sat there. Didn't know what to say. Hey, thanks for making Trenton 17 years ago, I guess.
Yeah, that's a funny topic because he turned 20 about 2 weeks after I was born.
That's crazy.
And my mom turned 18 about 6 months before I was born.
That's why you are the way you are.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's messing, bro. Hey,
Yeah.
you ain't a real one. You ain't a real kid, a real son if you didn't show up to your mom's graduation. That's all I'm saying. And Trenton is the only one here that was a real one.
If I say I wasn't at my mom's graduation. I was in her stomach.
Yeah, you was there though.
Oh yeah,
That's what
no,
I'm saying.
don't worry. I was there. I was a big baby. I weighed a good chunk. I was very noticeable.
She come out with jet black hair. I come out with bleach blonde hair.
No,
Well, you
look,
know,
Now
I
look
had
at
hair.
us.
look.
You was probably bald.
I was probably born with a mustache.
Yeah, you probably were born
You
with
definitely hit
mustache.
your lip on the way out.
See, my thing is I was born as I was about as dark complected as the boots that I got on are, and then I had long black hair.
Yeah, you look so different. I do too, though. Like literally, as a little kid, I had hair just like yours, and then I went to dirty blonde. Now it's just brown.
No, like you know how dark Drew's hair is. My hair was darker than
You know,
Drew's.
mine never changed color, just stayed.
I wish you'd grow your hair out.
Man,
If
I
you grew
grow
that
it
hair out a little bit, you would probably pull some major bitches.
I look like Afro Man when I grow it out. I'm telling
That's
you.
because you got to do a little something with it. You can't just
Well,
wake up.
How
and
long has
just-
it been since you grew it out?
It's been 3 years.
Grow it out. I'm
That's
telling
what
you,
I
it'll
said
grow,
last year.
it'll
Look.
grow different. Like
Look.
my hair did not look like
No.
it does now.
No.
Whenever, like 2 or 3 years ago.
3 years ago, so like freshman year, 8th grade year, freshman year, I couldn't have done this right here.
My
Couldn't-
hair
could
wouldn't
not.
look the
I mean,
way
I
it
can't
does.
do it
Like, I
too
wouldn't
bad.
have these like
Like, I
leggings and
can't.
shit.
Too bad.
My hair would be long. Like it would just be straight down long.
Yeah.
I look like the kid who sat in the back of the class and did some extracurricular activities.
Barcode.
But yeah,
Hey, look,
I swear
I'm
I wasn't. I swear.
No,
No, I don't do that. But
I'm gonna go ahead and say this now. I don't think anybody in our class from Louisville ever did. Did they?
let's not get into that. But
Did they?
no, let's just not. We'll talk after. Yeah. So speaking of like back in Lovell,
Louisville was a shit.
we
show,
had
man.
fights every single day.
Oh, every day.
Dude, I kind of feel bad because Brendan and Timber, I think they're kind of both special, right?
No,
We
no.
had them get in a fight every day for
Yeah.
like 2 weeks straight. And JB and them only found out about one of them because JW posted on YouTube.
Yeah. Hey,
And it
speaking
blew
of,
up. It
speaking
blew
of, what
up.
about Timber coming back to school?
Yeah,
just
he
about
looks
to
so
say
different.
Looks so different. Does he have blonde highlights in his hair?
I think so. But you got to think he had that blonde hair like down to here. I think he might have cleaned up his act a little bit. Because last time I talked to him like a year ago, he was working at Smoking Willie's. Seemed like a different person.
He did seem like a different person. I was with you that day.
Yeah. Speaking of Smoking Willie's,
I ain't never had it.
That place was amazing.
he said, and I quote, he was retired, right? That's my idea. He don't do it anymore. Don't even do his food truck anymore. Every time I see this man, he's come out of retirement.
He's coming.
Which see, it's not. He's not doing it for like to make profit or anything. He's doing it because it's like ball games with Mr.
Yeah.
Tommy, Mr. Jackie, and all them.
Good group of folks.
He done it for church.
Yeah, but still, you can't be retired and keep doing it. All right, like you don't just retire from your job and go home and say,
Well-
"Man, I just want to fabricate these car pieces at my home."
I mean, it's food though. He's the type of guy.
I was about to
he's got
say,
into
like
it.
cooking's one of
Make
those
your
things.
wife cook it.
Cooking's one of those things.
As you should.
Cooking is one of
Okay.
those things to where it doesn't matter. Like you can't just do cooking as a profession just because I want to be a cook.
Tell him that.
You've got to really like cooking
Yeah.
to do it, which means when you retire, you're still gonna want to do it.
So you mean to tell me Bart Young loves cooking?
He loves that money.
He loves that money.
I was
He's
about to
got
say.
15 cars.
Dude, that's crazy. I
I
love
swear.
Mr. Bart. dude.
How many vehicles does he honestly have?
He told me 15.
He said, yeah, he
He's
says he
got
has
so
15.
many.
He says he's got a warehouse somewhere, just has all of them in there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
seen him.
He's got a different.
No,
He's got
no.
another house.
I can
Yeah, he's
I
got
can
one.
confirm that
He used to
because
live in
he showed me
Lexington.
pictures. Yeah,
He showed
because
me
that's whenever
pictures,
he
too.
worked at
A car company down there. Not
no,
a car company,
no, it
but
wasn't a car
like
company.
a shop.
Yeah, he owned a bike shop down there.
Yeah. And he also worked in like making fructose syrup for sodas or something.
Yeah, no, he did that down in Memphis, right?
Yeah, he started all about
Yeah,
that.
guys had all kinds of weird jobs.
No,
Just-
but see the
yeah.
thing
Now he's
is,
a chemistry teacher
Yeah.
and he makes
Yeah.
pizzas on the side.
which see
Walter
the thing
White
is though,
Energy.
the thing is though is he has a degree to be a chemist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what he went to school for.
Yeah, chemical engineering. He has a chemical engineering degree with a minor in what business,
Yeah, I think so.
business management maybe.
I don't know, but probably.
It's something along those lines.
But
I know
he's
it has something to do
smart,
with
though.
business.
He wouldn't have to have that degree to be as good and successful as he's been with Village.
No.
I wish they franchise it, dude, and just open more everywhere.
He's talked about it.
Imagine going to the beach and being like, "There's a Village Pizza."
He's wanting to open up one in Buffalo.
Yeah.
Like, so everybody from the interstate comes
at the interstate.
That would be good.
If they do one at the interstate, I promise
That'd be a
you,
marketing like masterpiece. He would get so much money because think about the kids and families that are coming through and they want to sit down and eat somewhere like that Mexican. The Mexican's good.
I was about to say the Mexican. It's not the best Mexican restaurant.
It's not the best one I've ever
But
had.
however, it's good enough where like if you want to sit down and eat, you can sit down and eat.
And you got to think about the people from Louisville too. That go out that direction instead of going towards Linden.
Yeah,
because whenever I was growing up, we never went to Linden.
No, you always go to the interstate. Always go to the interstate.
Always go to the interstate.
Because the interstate has the Log Cabin, Loretta Lynn's.
And Log Cabin's just expensive. You get Village Pizza down there. Sunday after church, everybody, all the traffic, even hell, people from Waverly, they can come down and get Village Pizza.
People come this way.
What's that pizza place in Waverly? They're doing something right.
The pizza place in Waverly is good. That's also healthy competition.
Yeah.
I just had Village Pizza 3 hours ago, actually.
What'd you get?
Large, extra meat, extra cheese.
Speaking of Village Pizza, remember when you told me you could eat the Elder?
Yeah, y'all remember when y'all attempted that and you ate what, a slice?
No.
I had like 3.
He had 3 slices left. I had 2. I could eat my 2, but there's no point in me like shoving it down my throat and then feeling god awful if he wasn't gonna eat his 3. He burned his mouth the first bite.
That screwed me. It hurt so bad to eat. Bart told us yesterday, or the day before, he's like, the Elder is actually 5 large pizzas.
Yeah, it's huge.
I thought it was just 3.
No, dude,
it takes 5 large boxes to fill up just one.
I'm telling you. Dude, Jimmy Tucker buys those left and right.
I know.
Every time we had something to do with staff, Elder, show up with a trunk full of Elders. When we had our orientation, I was still up at like 3 a.m., could not sleep, saved the life of me. And after I got done calling all the rooms, poor Tristan got locked up with somebody he just wouldn't think you'd get paired up with.
It was really bad.
Who were you paired up with?
Raylan Burns.
Dude, this kid brings a flask with Hennessy and what else was in it? Crown to a Baptist camp.
A mix?
While he's working. Yeah, not only do we have kids smoking pot all summer, this kid's got a flask and he's
sipping on it.
He's sipping on it in the dish room and he's like telling everybody, smell this.
How? No, you do not mix Hennessy and Crown.
Well, he did.
That is a good way to make yourself sick as a dog.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it ain't like it did anything anyway, so
yeah, I mean,
it didn't bother him.
But
did he not work worth a damn?
No.
Most of the people down there didn't.
I like to talk nice to those kids because you see some people and you probably think maybe they don't have the best thing going on for them at home or whatever. But sometimes the extent of me and nice can only go so far.
The kid never worked maintenance one time.
He never worked maintenance one time. When he got hired in orientation, I talked to him. He said, yeah, I'm on for kitchen help and housekeeping. And I was like, that's weird. Oh, good. Don't need it. The whole summer, nobody worked a maintenance shift other than this kid with me. And I had to manage all of it. You know, I was supposed to be over the grounds, whatever. You get 5 people with maintenance. Pretty good, right? You can take care of a lot of stuff.
I was about to say.
Me and him, every day, 16-hour shifts. Just me and him, nobody else. Not only had to mow everything, weed eat everything in a week, we also had a lot of other responsibilities this summer, didn't we? Kitchen, housekeeping.
Activities.
Fixing stuff when it broke. Not my job, but I did it.
I'm not gonna lie, this summer was amazing.
I mean, the money was pretty good, right?
I was about to say the four of us probably worked somewhere.
I guarantee you ain't nobody else in that school worked as much as us this summer.
No way.
I think
this kid is a working machine. By the end of the week, like start of the week was pretty good. Wednesday was still pretty good. By Friday, I was a different person.
Then I still had 2 more days left of the week to work.
Oh, you couldn't catch me working on Saturday and Sunday.
I don't
You got the day of the Sabbath and the day of the corner.
You got me. I probably put in 75 hours a week. That's it. That's where I had a couple 100-hour weeks, maybe 80-hour weeks.
How many hours did we put in a week?
It was
in a 2-week period. I put in 137.
Yeah, and I was right behind him.
I was about to say that was.
There was 1 week I beat the kid, and I felt so proud about it. I'll still brag about it. I had like 3 hours more than him.
Yeah, and he worked Saturday and Sunday.
I still bring it up to this day.
I think it was because
you had to miss or something.
Oh,
Was that the day you
my
went
hardship or permit?
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah,
that's
he
the
went
day you
got-
went and got your hardship.
The thing that makes them be able to like work and actually do stuff. I'm still gonna brag about it though. It's a flex. You work more than this kid, then that's probably not a flex. It's
That
kind of a bad
hardship.
thing.
I was about to say, if you work more, okay.
Dude, them
the thing
16-hour
is,
shifts
you're what?
suck.
You're 15, right? You're 15, turn 16 when?
March 20th.
March.
Wake up, get to work at 6:30, and then don't leave until like 10:30.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Oh my
that's
God.
13 and a half hours every day.
You probably
Can you do
one of
math?
the-
man?
It's 16. You're crazy.
You're probably one of the most well-off people.
From
in high
6:30 in
school.
the morning till 10 at night.
Till about 10:30. Yes.
Okay, 10:30.
12 hours is to 6.
Yeah.
Plus
13, yeah, I don't know what the hell just happened there.
this kid, bro.
I don't know what the hell just happened there.
He's blonde.
You're probably one of the most well-off kids in the high school right now. Like once all of us leave, you will work.
I'm doing pretty good
This
for
guy's
myself.
going
Yeah,
places.
what are you gonna do when we leave you? This is your last year with us.
I don't know, man.
You
I might
never
get
experienced high
friends
school
my
without
own
us.
age.
That
Why
sucks.
would you
Don't
do
do
that?
that.
Yeah,
You gonna do hang out with Carter Piva House?
That's what I do during school.
That's trash.
That's
Get rid of him.
Do you honestly like hanging out with him?
I like Carter. I don't like when
Yeah,
he's
but y'all
stuck
are
up his
related,
girlfriend's
though.
ass.
Yeah. How about that?
We're not even related by blood. So
Okay, so look, you say something about him being stuck
No,
up his
like I'm
girlfriend's
serious.
ass.
You know, I'm not that bad. But Carter,
Bullshit.
don't even say
Tristan.
nothing to me. He just leaves me every single day. And
Okay,
just
well,
goes
okay.
straight to
I was
his
about to
girlfriend.
He won't do that. He knows better. He knows I'll
I
chew him
was
out.
supposed- he knows better because the three of us will give him living hell.
That's exactly right.
Ain't nothing brings tears to my eyes more than whenever you work all summer for something. You work all summer for something to work out, and it just it works out for about
3 days.
weeks, like 3 weeks. That's
Not
it.
even. No,
No, they were still in cahoots the whole time.
I was about
Just
to
trying
say,
to get the kids some help.
Talking about working out. Why don't you work out no more?
Yeah.
working out. If you want me to be 100% honest with you, the schedule's just a little too full. Working the farm,
Fair enough.
working the job.
Speaking of the farm, that's a heck of a drive.
Yeah, I was about to say,
Yeah.
you got to think, I get a little over 13 miles to the gallon, about 13.3 miles to the
Might be
gallon.
nice.
Yeah, you got to think, Connor, you live 5 minutes from the high school.
Carter's got it made.
The closest,
Dude, you ain't lying, bro.
with me flying like a bat out of hell to get to school, it takes me 25 minutes running on average 75.
Golly.
Yeah, it takes me 5 minutes.
It takes me about 20.
Yeah.
Look, give or take.
Why don't you just, instead of getting a big truck, why don't you get you a little car?
I don't know. That's what my
Honda
parents told me to
Civic.
do.
Get a car and
You
buy
know,
a truck and get a hospital.
Honestly, speaking of that black car that was down at Jake and Emily's,
Yeah, how much?
We went down there.
How much? Shoot me a price.
Fuck you, motherfucker.
Okay.
Okay.
Was it a lot?
How much?
What do you mean, how
How
much?
much? How much could I buy it off of them for before you get it?
You ain't buying it off of them.
Why?
Cause I'm gonna give Jake that blue truck back till I get out of TCAT, and then I'm taking the blue truck
Yeah,
back.
you're driving a Crump, ain't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd take that car
What if I mean I got a number? What
Hey,
if I
you
text
do get a
and
gas
ask
card,
you for
though.
a number for it?
from the heirs.
Yeah, see, you get a gas card, but you gotta think though.
They don't give you near as much money though.
They're not.
They give like $100 for a long time here in Perry County. The
Yeah,
kids who go to Linden TCAT.
Yeah, well, you gotta think
You
whenever
can walk
whenever
to it.
Tristan went through TCAT, he him driving from Cedar Creek, or not Cedar, yeah. Whoa.
But where was he driving from? Your mama's or his?
No, he was
Was he driving from his mom's or his dad's?
he was driving from Mama's, but legally he still lived with his mom.
Okay.
So as far as the heirs was concerned, he lived on Cedar Creek.
Yeah.
So he was getting every month. He probably got $1,200.
How?
That's crazy.
But you got to think Tristan had a 26 on the ACT.
Yeah.
His GPA was a 3.9.
Every time I've ever took the ACT, my my physical health has just found a
Plummeted.
hill. Just found a hill to just fall down. Not even a hill, a cliff.
a crater.
Yeah.
Do y'all have to take the ACT again this year?
Yeah, we already took it. That's why we was off Halloween.
Oh,
Yeah, that's why all the seniors were out on Halloween Day. Speaking of, what about Blake doing that for us?
I appreciate that.
Yeah,
was-
I
I
appreciate that.
like that Blake guy, and I like that. I like that Kevin Tennant guy pretty good too.
That Kevin Tennant guy's
Believe it or
pretty cool.
not, I'd say I love that Kevin Tennant guy.
Believe it or not, I'd say that Kevin Tennant guy has had a big impression on my life.
Fair.
Consider-
Mine too.
Considering he's kind of he's been there through a lot of it for the last 14 years.
Yeah, I'd say so. God, I've known Trent so long. Can't wait to get rid of the kid.
Dear God, that don't explain it sometimes.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
There's at least a week out of the year where I'm like, there's nothing I'd love more than to knock the every living hell out of him.
Who, me?
Yes.
This face?
Yes.
What?
That
We
face
got
right
have
there.
boxing matches if y'all want to like
Yeah, we could run it up.
do something.
I said want to. I'm smart enough to know not to. I didn't say I could knock the hell out of you. Didn't say I would knock the hell out of you. I just said I wanted to.
Oh, fair enough, fair enough. Everybody wants to.
I want to take that Jordan Bell guy. Get some
I've,
payback.
I've set it up.
Do
He
it.
wouldn't do it. I've tried
Jordan or Jaden?
both.
He says he's
Which-
not there yet.
He's
I
gonna
think you
never
and
be
Jordan.
there.
I think you and Jordan will be a good match. For
I was
you.
about to say you are the same build.
Well,
Same exact.
I got some pounds on him,
Tristan,
but I'm pretty.
They're about the same height,
A lot stronger than
same
you.
reach, but he's more. He got
I was
more
about to
height.
say you got a little more
Yeah.
weight, but he's
You
got.
got-
a
I
thing
mean, you see
about-
my matches. I mean, hell, they weren't weight based at all.
You've got more weight and more
No, it
strength.
was honestly
Right.
honestly, Connor, the people who box you are just whoever's got the balls to step in the ring
Hey, and Nathan
With-
was about it. Nathan wanted it more than me.
Or
with a 5'11",
Whoever he
280-pound behemoth in the ring. Because that is exactly what you are.
I used
You
to have
are
that dog in
unstoppable.
me. Like I literally used to have that dog in me. Box Nathan, realized I don't got it in me no more.
Because you got out of it.
I just
Got out of it.
I don't got it in me no more.
And it doesn't help that no one was willing to box you.
heck of a trainer, though. I'll tell you
I've
what.
been retired though, you know.
Yeah, you've been. Well, you kind of didn't have a choice but to retire.
Yeah, Dad told me to put the gloves up. He said I couldn't be whooping up on nobody after he found out about Aramis. Speaking of Aramis,
He found out about Aramis?
yeah, I'm gonna order that. When I
Oh,
ordered
yeah,
that
whenever
hoodie,
you ordered
he was like,
the.
"Who's that kid?" I said, "Some kid from Memphis." He was like,
Wait, you're telling me you got. Well, he doesn't live in Memphis. He lives about 2 hours out.
Was that Katie Perkins'
he
boyfriend?
lives
Yeah,
in-
well-
Yeah, keyword was. Speaking
"Was her
of.
number
Hunter
one?"
Byler.
He lives in Cayo.
What about that guy?
About 45 minutes.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what about are her and Aramis still together?
No. Her and Aramis broke up. Her and Hunter are a thing now.
Oh, good for them.
They were a thing the whole time.
Well, you know, talking about
people
edgy
do
stuff
say
here.
that. Some people do say that. I've always wondered about that.
You know, it was kind of. It is what it is. It
There
was one of
were
those
some things that I
situations.
saw.
Hey, man, if it works out, it works out.
Yeah, I was about to say more power
More
to him.
power to
Honestly.
him, right?
More power to him.
The president of the FFA. That's what I'm talking about.
Who am I to judge? You know what I'm saying?
No, literally.
And
I
here
definitely
audience
ain't got no
Trent
place
said
to
some
talk
foul
about it at the
things, so please bear
I
with
can
us
talk
as
about
he learns
whatever
what
I
he
want.
can
I
and
don't
cannot
care.
say
No,
thank
I'm
you
just
for
saying
listening.
at the moment.
My place or not, I'll say anything.
Might choose that old Olivia.
Me?
Yeah.
All right, no problem. Just friends,
But Connor, what about what she told you before that though? She's watching you cuddle me. I'm looking you. You know that's see. just going to make me want to leave. She said he wants me to stay here. That way I can live on the farm, you know. She said he does realize that him being the way he is makes me want to leave.
Yeah. Like, stuff like that just runs kids off.
Sure does.
But they'll come around eventually. It'll all work out. I mean,
Yeah.
family's family, especially around here.
What
I don't know
has she
about
done? What's all he doing?
I mean, he just...
Like, she don't have her license, does she?
No, she has her
She
license.
has her license, but she just can't drive or, like, anything.
Yeah.
She can't
Well,
do
see,
anything.
as of right now, they're getting her truck fixed because she's got an old 87 Chevy 1500.
Square
I mean, yes, clean truck.
Color?
But see, the problem is it needs a new driver door.
What color?
The passenger door can be bondoed. It needs rocker panels.
It needs a whole
Sounds
lot.
like a.
So it sounds like she needs a new truck.
No.
No, she wants to get it replaced because that is her dream truck.
It's a beautiful
Because
square
her
body.
dad has one just like it. It's just a different color,
Yep.
and she absolutely loves that truck to death. It's her dream. Vehicle. She
Hers
does
is-
not want to get rid of
It's
it.
a blue
unless
square
she
body,
has
ain't
to. Yeah, it's like a light blue
If I
color.
was her, I'd raise that thing up about 9 inches.
It's already ready.
35.
I was about to say
35 snowflakes.
it's got about a 3-inch lift on it right now,
Yeah.
but it's got bigger wheels and tires. Wide
I'd
too.
put some
It's got
LEDs
wide.
on the front of that son of a gun.
See, she doesn't really want to do LEDs. She wants to keep it like a little
I'd get
older.
them smoked out
Keep it
ones.
stock.
She
Oh.
doesn't really want to keep it stock because the
I'd
inside
wrap
of
that
inside of
bitch
it
in.
is not stock because all of
Strip lights.
like her like for the windows, your lock button, all that, it's been chromed out by the person that had it before her. So all of the buttons are chrome on the inside.
Who they buy it from?
I don't know who they bought it from. It's got like 5% tint all the way around.
That Logan White fit.
Yeah, like blacked out. Yeah, it's got a sticker on the back that says "tinted for your girl's privacy."
And her parents bought that?
Yeah, her dad bought that for
Her
her.
dad bought that.
That's hardcore.
But he won't let her date you or anybody.
We'll,
Yeah.
we'll
Won't let her
see.
do anything but bought her that truck with that sticker on
What's
it.
going to happen is she's going to get with who she wants to get with, and he's going to have to get over it.
Yeah,
We'll
literally.
we'll
He's
see,
going to have
like-
to get over it. Because
we'll
I'll
see,
go
like-
talk shit to him. I don't care.
He straight up.
He lives down the road, right?
He straight.
What's his name?
Good ways down the road.
What's his name?
Brad
Sinking
Skelton.
Creek? Brad Skelton?
Grant.
Grant?
Yeah.
Who's this Grant guy I hear about?
But see, you gotta. But see, like he told his verbatim, his words were,
Verbatim.
"You can do what you want to because you are about to be 18, and I can't stop you." So we were gonna go.
You know what my parents would say? You're still living in my house, ain't you?
Exactly what my parents was
And I'd
saying.
say, yeah, I guess you're right.
Because she literally asked if she could go watch a movie because we were going to go to the drive-in in Columbia.
Columbia.
Yeah, we were going to go over there and
Pink
watch.
Cadillac.
Yeah,
They just reopened that
Yeah.
not too long ago.
it's been open for about a year now.
The Jackson Tatum this summer said they just reopened it after doing something to it.
Or yeah, they added another screen or something to it. They added like another viewing area or something. I'm not for sure what it was.
Birdsong. Hey, Birdsong was pretty good. They said they was
No,
going out
but-
of business. I think they just baited everybody to come watch Top Gun.
It looks
Yeah.
like
Good movie to sleep through, by the way.
looks like they
Oh,
cleaned a lot of it
really
up
good
too.
movie.
And it's
Yeah.
really nice.
Really good to
Yeah.
sleep through.
But
I love that movie.
we were going to go watch the Halloween movie. She likes scary movies and stuff, you know. So I
I
was like,
still
all
want
right.
to watch that.
So I was like, all right, we'll go watch the Halloween movie because I thought it was a new one, but it was the one that came out last year. But I hadn't seen it yet either way. And so I told her, I was like, all right, you know, and her mom was cool with it. And then she asked her dad, he was like, yeah, you can do whatever, da 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 da. You're about to be 18. I can't really stop you. And then, but then he give her an ultimatum, like, all right, you can either go or whenever you get back, every one of your goats will be gone and this and that.
Like kill?
Like he was either
Get
going
out there
to
with
he was
the
either
bolt
going to
gun.
kill them or sell them. Was going to do that with the goats.
He's going to find somebody to buy
or
goats,
chickens.
all them goats in one day, sell all of them.
He was just going to take them to the
Just
stable.
drop them off.
So y'all
Maybe
didn't
December.
watch the movie?
No,
Hmm.
no. And I told her not to worry about it. I was like, look, it ain't that big of a deal, you know.
Yeah, this just in. Pops just sent me this. Logan Paul posted a torn meniscus, MCL, and potential ACL. Yeah. So I guess during that match he tore all the muscles in his legs.
What do you think about that message?
Yeah, Andy Lotto, interesting character. Love the kid to death, but sometimes.
Interesting character.
Very.
Hey, speaking of checking phones, Connor, time.
Tom?
Yeah, we need to make sure we've got this time going on.
Oh yeah, I mean we're good, man.
We're good. What are we looking at right now?
We're about an hour and 4 minutes.
Oh hell yeah.
Solid.
Yeah,
It don't
but
seem like it's been that long.
no, not really.
No. I'll tell you what though. I guess it's just where I've been around older people my whole life.
Oh, I can talk. That's why I wanted to start this.
I can sit
Not only
down
can I
and
just
talk.
sit and talk for hours, like I'll watch this stuff, dude. I'll watch
Yeah.
our own podcast.
Yeah.
Sit there on the treadmill while I'm walking my mom.
Subscribe
and
to the
Jim.
YouTube account.
And yeah, check it out.
But like,
Speaking of
County's
who-
kinda
wait.
dope. Oh, that's
You
cool.
care to send it to me?
Yeah, I got you. Send the link. Anybody needs a link, I'll send it to them, obviously. But
Yeah.
Perry County Podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll put the audio stuff on other stuff right now, but obviously we're using a phone to record because I don't know where my video camera charger is. So yeah, I gotta get a new charger.
I was about to say that.
And my laptop busted. I'm getting a new one. It'll be here like next week, so we can actually start doing this right. I got a big mic.
Yeah.
It'll pick up anything. But yeah, we'll see how this goes. I don't care if we don't get any viewers or anything. I'll still just throw these out every
I was
week.
about to say this would be something.
Ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Yeah, I was about to say, and this be also, it's also be a pretty good way to just let everything out. End of the
Yeah.
week, you know, we do it on
And
Saturday
do it on a
night.
Saturday night. Just like if we have somebody who can't do it on Saturday night, it's a day close to it. Just like a recap of the week, man.
I was about to say, shoot for Friday night, Saturday night.
Just see what's going on.
I'm always
This
on
is a
the
time
phone
for us to
Friday
chill
nights.
out and relax.
Yeah, I know.
We just want y'all to join us. You know, it's
I was about to say, and it ain't gotta, you know, turn into nothing
No,
major.
who cares? Now
Like
it's
if it
cool.
does, it would be great. But like,
I would like just love to bring people on just to talk to them. You know,
I was about to say,
like we
because-
got smaller names. Obviously, those are going to be good episodes. But I do want to get Kirk Haston on here and talk about his basketball days.
Yeah, talk about Kirk, and we need to. Since the three of us are young, since we're young, we really need to get people in here to kind of.
Yeah, like they got knowledge,
I was about to say,
and not only can they share with us,
I was about to say
Them guys.
it's going to that camera.
and
Yeah.
if I forgot what they said, I can rewatch it
I was about to say,
because chances are probably going to forget what they said.
you know, I've got quite a few knowledgeable people that I could get a hold of, make that happen.
Imagine we get Phil Barnes on here.
Well, we can get
Phil Barnes, first how do I say this? Consumer of our service, TNF. First customer.
Yeah.
Crazy. Tristan, you didn't really talk, man. What's going on under the head? Ain't got
Not
anything?
much.
She's just listening.
Just hanging out.
Hanging out, having
Having a good
fun. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely had fun. We've talked for a little while, but we didn't really talk about Lowell as much as I really wanted to. When Miss Tammy was the principal, things were pretty tight, man. I mean, as Lou says it was. JB come out there, I'm telling you, fights left and right, dude.
yeah, it was.
I remember that one Titan and Timber were out in the playground, and they were fighting or whatever. Like, they were getting into it. Titan shoved him to the ground and started walking off. Timber gets up, runs. Titan swung. Timber grabbed his hand, and so Titan just knocked him in the face with his left hand. Knocked the kid to the ground, dude. Brendan and one of the other buddies were standing there, and we were just laughing. And then Coach Blake come over there and chewed us out.
I hate Coach Blake.
Why? I love Coach
He's
Blake.
a prick.
Is he? What did he do to you?
Okay.
He was just
I bet you say you don't like Mr. Bird too.
No,
I love Mr. Bird.
I don't.
Why?
I had him for 4 years in basketball.
So what?
But Coach Bird's pretty chill.
He's a good
If you
guy.
don't get on his bad side.
Just don't take him off, man.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. being
He's a
leader
good
in
math teacher
basketball.
though.
Anytime you mess up, it's not good.
Just got to do better,
Gotta do better, Bob.
right?
As the infamous Daniel Blankenship would say.
Yeah, Daniel would always say that.
The not so infamous.
He'll
you.
beat you like, too bad.
Yeah, he really would. Like if he's getting into it. What about Ethan and Andy wrecking the truck?
That was.
That truck never ran right since.
You know, that poor
It don't
truck,
run at all now.
That
Yeah, I
took
set it
15
on fire.
days.
It was one of the last things I did. I caught that truck on fire.
Everybody said he should just let it burn.
You ever setting that golf cart on fire?
You set the golf cart on fire?
Yeah, Cole Campbell, the perfectionist Cole Campbell himself. He wiped down. He would never park the golf cart So whenever the dew would fall, the seat would be wet. But every time you did that, oh no. Well, he did it. He left a towel under the seat where all the batteries are. They had the water cut off this day because they're working on the water lines.
Yeah.
Me and Andrew were down there at the shop pouring water bottles into a spray can because they want us to spray weeds when the water's cut off.
Mm-hmm.
And noticed a smell. I'm like, that smells like a campfire. And Andrew's like, yeah, you're right. And we see smoke coming out from underneath the seat. We raise the seat up. The golf cart's on fire. There's no water. We're sitting next to the water spigot. No water.
Yeah.
I mean, turned it up, nothing. I grabbed a bin of old rainwater that had been sitting out there, and I threw the towel in it, and then we poured it on it. Some bitch was on fire.
You know Jackson never got to run?
Huh?
You know Jackson never got to golf
I think he said, yeah. I think he said they put a little motor in there.
A motor?
Yeah. I mean, it'd be cheaper than batteries.
Yeah.
You have to buy like 8 of them batteries.
$1,000.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I was about to say them batteries run for what, like 120, 125 bucks a piece, probably.
Yeah, about 120, 100, like 200, depending on what you get.
I was about to
They're
say,
the big batteries.
yeah.
Big boys.
And a lot of them golf carts take what, 6, 7, 8 batteries.
Yeah, this one took 8.
Yeah, so
4
I
on
mean,
each side. Real
yeah, I was
quick.
about to say if they're $125 a piece, that's $1,000 per.
Now, I'll tell you one thing that they did at camp that was pretty cool. The golf cart just wasn't running good. They put water in the batteries, and that son of a gun would run at least like 20. That was fast.
Yeah, you put that in the cells on the batteries.
You see Trayton Treadwell driving around at 20 miles an hour on a golf cart. I love Trayton to death, but God, that's the funniest sight. It's so funny. I love Trayton. Trayton fell down one of the biggest hills.
Did Trayton used to work out there at camp?
He
Yep.
did. He did.
Miss Trayton.
You know, Trayton moved on to bigger and better things. I'm not going to say that Sonic's the best place to work.
Hey, he's Fry Daddy.
But I was about to say, Trayton makes good money doing what he does. I was about to say he's been with Sonic for what, about 2 years?
About 2
And he
3
doesn't
years.
seem to hate it.
I was about to say
which is good.
he seems to like what he
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
He seems to like the people that he works with
Yeah, he
and the
definitely
people that
likes
he works for.
Yeah.
He's still driving that red car?
Yeah, he's still
Yep.
driving that Pontiac.
And that Pontiac's honestly a good car.
I love to buy it off of him.
Is it a Firebird or
He's always got that V8 fruit juice in the back. You know what I'm saying?
And it keeps that V8 fruit juice on it.
Yeah.
what's that V8 fruit juice?
It's a little bottle of V8 fruit juice.
It's a
That's his
little
nice
Oh
bottle.
yeah, that's the name.
Just straight up V8.
Yeah, that's his nice bottle. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna take me a pee break real quick. I'll be right back, guys.
You take your time. But, yeah, speaking of Trayton, he's a good fella. A really good guy. He'll do anything for you, swear he will.
He will.
I was about to
He
say,
asked me last night if I wanted to buy sweet potatoes from him. And I was like, sorry, bro, I'm selling them.
yeah. No, the day we got the papers, so Wednesday, whenever we
He
got
better
the
be able to
papers.
go on convention.
No, he's going to convention
Okay, good.
because, see, like the thing is with Miss Cindy, she's
Like, if you put in effort,
like
she'll
we
let you
we
go,
say,
right?
you know, oh, you need to sell 10 bags of sweet potatoes, or you need to sell.
Because he was
This
concerned because he
many
didn't
sheets.
sell 5 sheets, but he sold some.
I
He's
was
put in
gonna
that
say-
effort. It wasn't like he's just sitting there a freeloader trying to go to state convention.
Yeah, and see, and I can tell Cindy that tomorrow, and she'll be like,
Yeah.
yeah he'll go.
I told him, so don't worry about it. We can get you on.
Yeah,
But,
I told him not to worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, he asked me if I'd buy sweet potatoes from him. He's out there. He's trying.
Yeah.
He's fine.
He needs to get on that Sonic intercom. Welcome to Sonic. Would you like to buy sweet potatoes?
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you a good person to ask. Tell him he needs to ask Blow.
Yeah, Blow would buy sweet potatoes.
Yeah, because Blow's got a pretty big family, you know,
Yeah.
and we'll get sweet potatoes right before Thanksgiving. So, I mean, it'd be good to talk to Blow about it for sure.
Dude, I did something pretty funny last night. Thinking about it. I was at this football game around in Hornwall.
Mhm.
Deacon Wishaw was there. Deacon asked me if I could go get him some flowers for his little girlfriend. And he also asked me to pick him up something else.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I went to Walmart, picked him out some flowers. I was going to get him some roses, but they were dead, like bad dead. And I went and picked out some magnums for him, like, yes. And I talked to Brandon up there. Brandon's a goofy. He was like, what are you doing? I was like, just being a good friend, I guess. And he was like, you want me to go check out with him? I was like, I don't care. Like, I handed him to Deacon in front of his cousin, in front of a bunch of people, and he started freaking out, dude. That kid went crazy over that. He, like, lost his shit.
So he's like a big boy.
Yeah, big boy DQ. Probably never use him, but
No, probably won't ever use
You
it.
like me.
But yeah, I thought that was funny. I went and got those for him, and then I took $5 for compensation of gas. Obviously, got to get paid.
Got to.
Connerton and delivery service. That's your service. I drive it. I take it. Take
Yep.
that money.
Yes, sir.
Anybody, just give me gas money,
Is
please.
his girlfriend like a cheerleader?
Yeah, she.
Yeah. Yeah,
Paige. I don't know if they're boyfriend girlfriend,
I
but
was about to say he's sweet on some old girl over there at
yeah,
Homewood.
yeah. Deacon's always over there.
Pretty consistently. He doesn't even go to school anymore, does he?
Yeah, he goes to school.
I
With us.
seen him a few days ago.
Yeah, he goes to school with us every day.
No, I hadn't seen him.
I don't see him very much either.
I mean, we're never there. We got one class,
Yeah.
one high school class.
Yeah.
Easy.
See, y'all got one high school class, and next semester y'all have two.
Yeah, but right now,
And
one.
see, the thing is, though, is I'm there for 1, 2, 3, 4 classes a day. But first thing in the morning, I'm on the 400 hall. Second thing, 400 hall. Third thing, I go to the 300 hall.
You have one legitimate class.
One legitimate class, and then I go to be a teacher helper.
And
Back
then you're
on the
Cindy's
400
slave for the rest of the day.
I'm Cindy's slave
Then you're in
for
Jay's
3 of
the-
my 4 classes.
Love Coach J too.
No, Coach Jay literally lets me go over to Cindy's because he knows that I've got things to do over there,
Fair enough.
and I'm about 3.5 weeks ahead in his class.
How about that?
His class was super easy when I took it.
Yeah, which one are you?
I'm taking PMI,
Yeah.
precision
okay.
measurement.
no,
so-
you're getting all those certifications.
So,
Yeah,
I
so
had that
easy.
like-
last year.
I got all them.
Yeah, me too. It's easy.
Pete got
So-
him twice.
Yeah, I got him twice. I did Coach J's first time. I was like,
Phil wouldn't just let him not take them.
I got done the
Yeah,
first month.
which is stupid.
I know.
Which
Yeah.
is stupid. Like you shouldn't have to.
Do it twice? No.
Phil should have understood that. Hey, he's already got these certs. He doesn't need to take them a second time.
Somebody asked me the other day, and whenever Phil had that set up for Ricky Watkins and Dylan Smith to go through for the first time, somebody said, "Oh, is this the 5th time y'all going through this?" And I was like, "Yeah." I'm surprised he didn't make us take the test too. I love Phil has some classic sayings. Let me just sample a few of them for you. Let's get back with the program. Love it. Classic. Let's get it, gang. Pretty good. I also love when he like disrupts us, has this big old speech about nothing, and then he's like, he gets mad. He goes, "Get back to the program." Right after, after he gets done talking. And one of the other things he says is, "This will be on the test, never on the test."
No,
It's never on the test.
no.
Why don't you go to TCAT?
Me? Because the TCATs that we can go to here just don't really offer anything that I care about.
The one in Hornwall is pretty cool, but you can only go the last semester of your.
I was about to say you can
Senior
go the
year.
second semester of your senior year. You're there all day. But see, the thing about that is that takes away from FFA.
So like from
Yeah,
early
he
in the
couldn't
morning
be
till
in
the end of the day. You're
Yeah. Like, you get on a bus and go over to TCAT for the entirety of the day, and
Yeah.
you come back during
They-
6 o'clock.
They bring you back at the end of the day, and then you just leave when you get back.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Are they gonna have anybody that does that?
There'll be a few. Victoria plans on doing it.
Levi Ross and Dylan Smith's transferring over too.
What's Dylan going to be doing?
He's going into
Telecommunications.
telecommunications.
That'd be really good for Dylan.
Yeah.
That will.
You know, this would be good for him if I just win this Powerball. Be good for everybody.
Yeah. I tell you what, Dylan's someone we need to get on this podcast for sure.
I'd love to talk to Dylan.
He's
been through a lot.
hardcore. I mean, he's smarter than he lets on.
Kid has a mortgage.
Kid has a
Younger than me.
He's 17.
And has a mortgage.
On a house?
Yes.
But yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure there's some things I could teach him, but there's some shit he could teach me.
Definitely.
I
You
tell
don't ever
what,
put nobody down because of their age. You know, don't knock them for it.
I was about to say, I've met people.
Unless they're just ignorant.
Yeah, they're. See,
Like this
and
kid.
getting on to like the age stuff, like you're always taught as a kid, respect your elders.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if I'm going to respect you, I expect some respect back.
Yeah, you respect somebody, and they 99% of the time they're gonna give respect back.
Yeah.
That's my thinking.
Yeah.
That's why I'm so respectful of everybody. Met
That's
somebody
awesome.
yesterday that I really didn't think I probably should meet, but met him. Respectful. I mean, yeah, I toyed with the kid's mind for a second,
But then again, at the same time,
But then again, I'm Connerton, and at the end of the day, I'm gonna show respect.
I was about to say,
We're raised
and
that way.
it's not one of those things that's just given freely. You earn it.
Yeah, straight up.
What was that thing you and Jake were talking about with Miley and Carter?
Oh, I don't remember.
Just some bullcrap.
Yeah,
Random BS, more than likely.
You had him freaked out, man.
yeah, that's pretty funny.
He thought something was going on between Miley and Jaden.
Whoops.
I wouldn't.
No, aren't
it really was.
aren't Jaden and
Gracie.
together?
Jaden, we were talking about Jayden Barker.
Oh,
Yeah, Jayden.
no, there used to be something between
Yeah.
Barker and.
Barker and Jaden, because Jaden was messing around with Miley, and Gracie does not like Miley this day for that.
Yeah,
Well, no, there was a thing between Barker and
Miley
Miley.
Uncle. Yeah.
Yeah, they were.
They were vain there.
I mean, they weren't a thing, but
No, they never were a thing.
Might
They
as
were.
well be.
they're like messing around.
Yeah, they were messing around.
But yeah, we had him freaked out, Carter. But we just kept saying, I said, Jayden has something to tell you. He was like freaking out. I could tell. And then we just walked off. So, what's the move? Are we going on the skills trip?
Yeah,
Dude.
I mean, we probably.
I'm
could-
taking as many days out of school as possible.
It's on
What-
Veterans Day, though.
Okay, and
Do you not love your veterans?
wait,
We're also out of TCAT.
we're out of school on Veterans Day.
No.
Oh.
No, we're out of TCAT.
Yeah, we're.
So, like, there'd really be no reason for me to go. But
Wouldn't be a reason for me to go either, but
I guess I'll go throw some bowling balls and
Yay.
miss all the
I
strikes.
was about to say, just go.
We
kill
tried to
time,
convince Phil's going to be up in the hospital. He's having something done,
yeah.
sleep test or something.
Mhm.
We told him he should come down and bowl with us. He said he will
You
probably.
know, the ex-skills president better show up senior year.
He used to be the skills president.
He was the
Sure
skills
did.
president or sophomore year,
Sophomore. I was a sophomore skills
and
president.
then Miss Dawn told him he couldn't be president being at TCAT.
You?
You cannot be an officer and be a TCAT, which I don't think is right.
I would have run again and I would have won.
Some of our best kids are in TCAT, but ain't my decision.
Yep.
No, not mine either.
Hey, it's our club's up there, right?
That's
Yeah.
right.
Who is the president? I don't even know. Yeah, okay. But
I didn't even know that either.
yeah, like I had no idea. I didn't even know y'all voted.
I didn't even really care.
Mm-mm.
Vice
Because I
President
can't,
Maddie
there's nothing I
Ryan.
can do.
She's I've never seen her one time with anything skills.
Miley's one of the officers.
Well, that explains.
KK.
KK's one of the
Who?
officers.
Who else?
Okay.
There's got to be one more, right? Sergeant Orange, who's Sergeant Orange?
Abby Young.
Abby Young.
Just because Wyatt's an officer.
Oh, is White an officer too?
Yeah.
He's in both?
White is a dual officer like I was my sophomore year.
What were you in skills?
I was treasurer
Yeah,
for
he
both
was
of them my
treasurer.
sophomore year.
Speaking of officers, how you gonna tell me I lost to Lyndon Brown by 2 votes?
Yeah,
For real?
for class office. That was
That was wrong.
If Logan Woodcock and Logan Rose would have voted for me, I would have won.
or if Victoria was there and
Yeah, a lot of people didn't even show up that day. I would have won.
yeah.
Here
I was
we
about to
are.
say if
It's
we
probably best he won though.
We're
Yeah.
just doing it for goof over here. And
Yeah,
win.
like we're literally just goofing around. These 2 win.
Yeah, I
I
don't
didn't.
know how that happened.
not those two,
These
us
2.
two.
Yeah.
Well, you did that at first and
Oh.
pointed at Tristan and Finn.
Sorry.
Tristan, you just goofing around over there, man? You look like you're goofing around, having a good time.
Having a good
And they
time.
shoot me all along.
I know.
It's gonna be
Who am I
sick.
going to park by?
You're gonna park by an
be
empty parking lot. That's what you're
It's gonna be empty. Everybody in your grade just don't get their license.
I know.
Everybody above you. don't
Everybody in
get
my
it.
grade is just weird.
Like, there's hardly any juniors that are driving.
I know.
Yeah, I was about to say there's not many juniors that drive. Excuse me.
I don't like many of
There
the
you go.
juniors, to be honest.
Huh?
I don't like many of them juniors.
If,
We're gonna
if-
tell them next year.
I was about to say, if you want me to be honest with you, I don't really like any
Yeah,
of
me
those
neither.
juniors either. But it was just like us with the class that was above us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to
I liked Cole, Josh,
Cole,
Jordan. There,
Cole,
there was
Josh,
a lot
Jordan.
in that class that I liked, to be honest with
It
you.
was like Cole, Josh, Jordan,
Maybe a few others.
6, 7 other people.
Yeah.
Luis was pretty
There was a
chill.
lot in there that was pretty chill. Some of them, like a lot of them. Yeah, but
A good 3/4 of that class was just
yeah.
either
Let's
way
leave it-
out there
let's leave
like
it at that, no.
weirdos or dickheads. One of the two.
Fair enough. I could agree with that. What about you? That was your senior class. Young.
I don't remember
freshman.
any of them.
I adopted this kid last year.
I was about to say. But see, the thing is like our freshman year was good for me because like I knew Tristan, I
Yeah.
knew George, and our sophomore year was the same way.
Good
because
for me because I know you.
I was about to say, you knew me, I knew a lot of them. I knew a lot of the
Dude, I'll
upperclassmen.
tell you what's pretty good about my sophomore year. I worked at Village with all of them.
Yeah, you worked at Village with
Like-
a lot of them.
Anna Broadway was like my best friend for forever.
I was about to say, I remember when we
Me and
used to play
Jackson
games
used to
with Anna.
work it. Yeah, we used to play Fortnite with Anna.
Yeah.
I used to work with Jordan Tatum and Cole Eggers, so I was
Yeah.
chilling. Like back in the day.
Yeah. But
And then Josh for a little bit there.
yeah, Josh worked at camp.
I remember you telling me about that.
Josh bent the brand new weed eater we had just got like a week prior. Brand new Red Max. Threw it down Whippoorwill Hill. And the shaft was bent on it. So for the rest of my time down there, I always used that one.
Still bent to this day.
I had survivor's guilt over that. I had to use that one every time. And it was just me remembering Josh. R.I.P. All the lost souls that left the valley, including myself. Soul survivor right here.
Yeah.
I remember when Andy thought that he was going to get that position.
Oh
on
my
there.
god.
How many people from
And-
when we
Andy,
started?
what?
Andy
He
Lotto
used to
thought he
dog
was-
Connor whenever he was
Yeah.
gone.
Like he thought that he was going to get it.
And then Andy's camp life has just been downhill ever since.
Yeah, it really has.
He barely ever works now.
I wonder why.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Yeah.
He don't want to come here. He complains about not having any money, but he'll be there.
You got to realize that
One
car's
or
got to
2 days
run
a
off
week.
something.
Got to.
See, my thing is 9 times out of 10, I hate showing up to work. Absolutely hate it. But I know at the same time that gas guzzling whore right out there has got to have something to make it go vroom vroom.
And they ain't gonna do it for free.
Yeah. I feel like that's a good place to wrap it up, man.
I agree.
Yeah.
So, thank you for coming out, Justin.
Yeah. Thanks, man.
Anything you got to say before you leave?
No.
All
We
right.
appreciate you being on the podcast, my son.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Anytime.
We'll probably have you on later on, too.
I was about to say, you'll probably be back.
We'll talk to you later, buddy. Pretty good.
How you want to wrap this up?
I mean, pretty good for a first episode, I'd
Pretty
say.
solid.
I'd say we went over a little bit, but hey, pilot episodes are always going to be a little
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get established first before we do anything, right?
Right.
So, for next week, I reckon we're going to have Luke Cagle come on. That'll be pretty good.
Week 2, Luke Cagle.
Week 2,
That's
Luke
right.
Cagle, if I can
We're
say his
starting off
name.
pretty strong here. I mean,
Yeah, I was about to say we've got
We just had Tristan the Priest, right?
I was about to say we had Tristan the Priest, then Luke Cagle next week.
Yeah.
very, very.
By next Saturday, we'll know who will be on for episode 3.
Yeah, we'll be able to tell you who's coming on the next one. Unless we don't know, and then surprise, I'll be surprised too.
I was about to say that somebody's going to show up and just walk through the door.
And if we don't have anybody, we'll have somebody. That's all I gotta say.
We'll either have somebody, or that'll be one of the weeks where we just kind of get deep.
Yeah, we can get deep.
We can.
I'd love to get deep with y'all.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
if you don't
Swear
mind,
protection, please.
like, subscribe. Mostly subscribe. There's that little notification bell you can turn on too. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And you want to be a Perry County podcast. If I didn't wrap up by saying thank you for talking with us, because it's just our nature.
So long.
Good job.